Hi Scorpio, I'm Anisha. To know more about my work, you may visit my website www.tarotbyanisha.com. For those of you who are seeking deeper clarity, be it in your love lives or your career, for a personal consultation, you may write to me at tarotbyanisha@gmail.com. Scorpions, it's a very interesting month. We have Uranus that is in opposition to Jupiter, and Uranus is there in your house of work and it's there in your house of your health, and Jupiter is there in your house of behind the scenes. And this tug of war between both these planets is about freedom, it's about not wanting to conform. And this has to do with your work, this has to do with your day-to-day chores, and Uranus is there the entire year, so there could be some amount of unpredictability as far as your work is concerned. Maybe your schedule is getting changed. Maybe there are jobs that you sort of get into and then you realize this is not something for me, and then you need to be sort of changing it again. So a lot of movement, a lot of change as far as work is concerned. Similarly, as far as your health is concerned as well, you could be really feeling motivated at one point of time, and because Jupiter is there, it tends to at times exaggerate the situation, and for some of you, you could be really focusing a lot and getting really leaner and fitter, and but that this could as well be in spells. You could do it at a go and then you could just sort of go off it completely. Now Venus is retrograde starting 6th of March, and it carries on being so till about 15th of April, and it's retrograde again in the same house as your house of your work and your house of health. And during a Venus retrograde, normally we have people visiting from the past. Either it is to heal something or it is to close a chapter that is still sort of left. There's still something that needs to be closed. It's still open, and the loose end needs to get closed during this time. Now, whether there is a healing that needs to get placed, either you need to get healed or the other person needs to finish the chapter. It's really a time of closing open loops that are there. Finances also come into focus because Venus is also about finances, and there could be some amount of shift in finances. It can be that you're looking some amount of concern as far as money is there, and there could be a desire to sort of make money more of a stable entity in your life during this time. Maybe you're looking at a job which really, you're expecting it to stay really stable and give you that stable income. But there is a slight caution that not to be too rash, and not to sort of jump to conclusions or jump to decisions during this time. On the 10th, we have Mars that is moving into your house of marriage and your house of partnership, and this could make you slightly argumentative as far as relationships and partnerships are concerned. There is some amount of aggression that is there. So try to be cooperative as much as possible with this energy. Try to resolve the differences amicably. Because the entire transit is quite dynamic. It could, make you feel as if you need to be taking a decision, as you need to be doing something about it. But at times it's best not to do much, but just sort of let it tide over. On the 12th, we have a full moon that is there in your house of groups of friends, and with people with whom you share similar goals and desires, and a lot of focus on your hobbies, a lot of focus on things that give you pleasure. You would want to sort of hang around with your friend. There seems to be like a set group of people whose company you enjoy, and also as far as you could be looking for a sort of a validation from your friends. It's like maybe the decisions that you have taken in the past regarding your relationships or partnerships, right or wrong. This is a time where you could be seeking affirmation from your friends, whether what you did was right or not, and you could find yourself on suddenly in groups of people, either networking or partying or socializing. On the 14th, we have Mercury that moves into your house of work and health, and a lot of focus is there on work, a lot of conversations, a lot of negotiations, networking, and it's a good period for you, especially if you are someone who writes, who's in content or who's even in technology. You could be be full of ideas. You could be very keen to share your ideas with others, and you could literally be as somebody who's looked upon as a solution provider. On the 21st, we have Sun that is moving to the same house of work and health and your day-to-day chores, and on the 28th we have a new moon over here. So it's a time for it's a time where you will not have much of a problem focusing on the minute details. It's a time where you're going to be quite happy doing the mundane stuff as well, whether it is at home, whether it's at work. You'll be able to have all that attention, be able to absorb information, be able to do your work quite easily and quite effortlessly. And it's a time where you could be making some amount of home improvements as well. And even at your workplace, I think you could either be managing multiple projects, or you could be balancing multiple things easily. Even though you could be feeling quite analytical and feeling quite detached, try to look at the broader picture over here as well. Scorpions, don't get so lost in the minute details that you lose complete sight of the whole picture, as well as to where it is finally that you're going, where will it land you finally. It's been a pleasure speaking with you, Scorpios. I'll see you again soon, and thank you so much for watching.